Slavery was never abolished. Rather, it has widened its horizons and increased its acceptance rate to now encompass all of us. This startling realization has been an epiphany that has jolted my perception of everyday life and the nature of being a fallible creature of tendencies. Externally, we are quite cognizant that we are at the mercy and whim of our employers, financial overseers such as the approval of banks, our state officials' legislation, and especially the police officer who happens to be in a grumpy mood today. But what concerns me profoundly deeper is not the decree of our external slave masters, as at least we are conscious of the limitations they impose. However, the insidious slave master that we are unconscious of is much more lethal in how it suffocates the expression of our lives. Our brain optimizes for survival by condensing procedures into an algorithmic sequence of steps that it puts on speed dial when triggered. These quick, convenient pathways in the brain form the habits that not only make us into the person that we are, but as I have come to see, enslave us into predictable outcomes of the triggers of our environments and of our psyche. Initially, the habits that we create start out as strings around our wrists and ankles, but with conscious and then unconscious repetition, these breakable strings become as entrapping as prison chains. I fear that I have already formed some unbreakable chains of self-sabotage, of keeping myself caged in my zone of comfort, of giving into the vices that are counterproductive towards the aims that I have for this life. But given the reality of my impending death, I can no longer afford to believe that the chains of these habits are indestructible. Rather, I must venture on a quest to discover creative and systematic ways to break free of self-restrictions, of self-limitations, of self-destruction. A man on a speedy horse was asked where he was going so fast. The man replied, "I don't know, ask the horse." The horses of my habits have taken my life in directions that I am not happy with. And if I let them continue to take me wherever, I will become a stranger to myself. And frankly, that frightens me even more than my remaining time being up.